In a major humanitarian and economic crisis unfolding in the Middle East, the United Nations International Maritime Organization (IMO) has issued a shocking alert. Around 1,500 commercial ships and approximately 20,000 crew members are trapped in the Persian Gulf due to the ongoing Iran conflict and the blockade of the critical Strait of Hormuz. IMO Secretary General Arsenio Dominguez made this revelation yesterday in Panama at the Maritime Convention of the Americas. He described the seafarers as innocent people doing their jobs but now caught in a geopolitical storm beyond their control. These vessels have been stuck for over 2 months since the conflict escalated on February 28, 2026, following US-Israel strikes on Iran. The Strait of Hormuz is the world's most important energy choke point. It carries nearly 20% of global oil and LNG supplies. With Iran imposing a blockade in retaliation, shipping traffic has almost collapsed. IMO reports confirm 30 attacks on vessels in the Gulf and Hormuz regions so far, resulting in the tragic deaths of at least 10 sailors. The human cost is enormous. Crews are running low on food, water, and fuel. Many seafarers have not seen their families for months. Dominguez has strongly advised all countries, do not send new ships into the Gulf until safe passage is guaranteed. On the diplomatic front, the United States had launched Project Freedom earlier this month to escort commercial vessels out of the strait. However, President Trump paused the operation just days ago to give space for ongoing peace talks with Iran. Oil prices, which had spiked dramatically, have now dropped sharply on hopes of a breakthrough deal. For India, this crisis is particularly worrying. India imports nearly 85% of its crude oil and a large portion passes through Hormuz. Any prolonged disruption could push fuel prices higher, affect inflation, and slow down the economy. Indian crew members on international vessels may also be among those stranded. The government and Indian embassies are closely monitoring the situation. This is not just a shipping crisis, it is a global economic emergency. Maritime trade carries over 80% of the world's goods. The blockade has already caused massive delays, higher insurance costs, and rerouting of vessels around Africa, adding weeks to journey times and billions in extra expenses. Experts warn that if the strait remains closed, it could trigger a worldwide energy shock, inflation, and supply chain breakdowns. Gulf countries, shipping giants, and the UN are now pushing for an urgent resolution.